All right, welcome to, I guess, part 4 of our triple tri. Sorry, I was just typing in the description for episode 2 just now. So talking about triple triad of our Final Fantasy VIII playthrough. So we are chasing after Cypher, who we presumably went to the top of the communications tower. Because Selphie here has a message for him. A monster-shaped shadow. Alright. Now, Biggs and Wedge are recurring names in Final Fantasy. I mentioned that before during the Triple Triad episode. But they are a reference to the original Star Wars movie, where Wedge Darklighter is it Biggs Darklighter and Wedge Antilles, or vice versa? Get their last names mixed up, are members of Luke Skywalker's squadron when he's doing the run on the Death Star. So these two are repairing the communications tower, and he just hit go on the project. Just started up. Don't know why communications tower has massive turbines like that. I don't know. It's just a satellite dish, right? Though, to be fair, that is one pretty powerful satellite dish from the looks of it. Alright, so boss battle against Biggs. And now he has Asuna, which is a pretty good spell to have as well. So I'm probably just going to take a second to draw some Asunas off of him. Yeah, now notice how the draw is failing on sometimes, and even when it does work, I'm getting 2 to 5, roughly. Not a lot. That is because of the magic stat of my characters is not high enough. Yeah, I got 1 that time. So a bit of a comic relief scene with Biggs and Wedge. Just gonna get some more Sunas off of them. Now Wedge's spells, I believe, are the same as the other Galbadian soldiers, so I'm not really interested in anything he has, except for maybe a few more cures for Selphie. Okay. There will be a few other places to get Isuna as well, so I think maybe one more round of this and I'm going to actually stop drawing, because this isn't very interesting for you guys to watch, I imagine. I am going to double check on Wedge. Yeah, he doesn't have anything more interesting. Now, until Selphie gets something junctions to her strength, she's going to be the weak one out, the odd one out here, doing almost no damage. With that in mind, I probably... Yeah, okay, it's going to cure each other. Then they're going to cure each other now. Okay. Alright. Enter the real boss. The monster-shaped shadow that Wedge was talking about earlier. Alright, now this is very important. You have to draw Siren from this thing. Siren is not a... Draw failed on that unknown spell. Double. Okay, now double is also a really important spell. But Siren is not a spell at all. So if you don't draw Siren from this thing, then you won't be getting Siren. Not for a long time, anyway. Until the end of the game, anyway, should specify. When I say a long time, I mean, if you don't draw it from them, from this thing, the Elverit, then you don't get it. Okay, I'm gonna draw more doubles. Oof. Who's she curing? She needs to be curing herself. Okay, so Selfie's Limit Break is a slot machine. It's just a random list of spells that she'll cast at random. Alright. So I knew Selfie was going to be the odd man out here. But... oh yes, cast that. Full cure. There we go. That's what we need. There is an item in the game that keeps track of all of your combat stats throughout the entire game. If I was trying to run a perfect game, I mean, I know I'm doing 100% completion, but I'm not doing perfect. If I was trying to do a perfect game, then having a character be KO'd at all is like an automatic failure for that. You know, so go through the entire game without a single KO, and every character maxed at the end of it, all their stats maxed at the end, is how you would run a perfect game. And I did not do that. And I'm not going to. That's more challenging than it's worth. I don't know how many I have. I'm probably going to do like 1 or 2 more rounds of this, though, and then start actually attacking it, just because it's not interesting for you guys to watch. As powerful as the spell is, there are other ways to get it. So let me cast Cure on Selfie. And now Zell needs some curing too. Right? Okay, so I don't think this guy is too hard once you actually are fighting him. If you're not fighting him, if you're just trying to get stuff off of him, he's a bit tougher. Okay, the amount of cure, especially if you're stock curing, is draw curing, I should say, is based on your draw potential. So you get a random amount of spells drawn, so that's how much health, it affects how much health you actually draw, you actually recover. If I were casting it from my stock, it'd be a flat amount based on my magic stat. So it'd be a lot more consistent healing. But I don't actually have anyone with the magic ability currently equipped. None of them actually cast magic. They can only draw and then use that magic. largely because I typically feel like items are more reliable, but I know that's not always the case. Like, a cure is better than a potion. It's just I'm reluctant to use it because that would also reduce my stats if I have fewer cures in my inventory. Okay. Okay. Weapons Monthly March. That's So Siren, the thing that I drew from that thing, is a GF, a Guardian Force. Withdraw at 1900 hours, assemble at the shore. In order to withdraw, takes priority. We can't miss the vessel. She's just quoting verbatim the order. She's not even paying attention to what it means. Okay, so yes, we are timed, and that is a real timer here. Yes, do not talk to Biggs on the way to the elevator. That's another thing I should point out for the best score. The timer does keep going even while you are in the menus. Just so you are aware. Who has Ifrit? Does he have Ifrit? Yes, alright. Whoever has Ifrit should be the one to take Siren, because that more evenly balances the junctions. Alright. I did forget to change what Siren is learning, though, so I'm going to need to do that. So first thing for Siren to learn is going to be, life magic. Okay, so this is the creature that is weak to thunder damage. And the reason I have thunder equipped to Squall's elemental attack. Okay. Let's get the hell out of here. Uh-oh. Alright. So now I'm facing a problem because it says button 9 and 10 to escape. My controller doesn't have a button 9 and 10. So I'm going to pause it real quick. And, alright. I'm going to go over to the launcher, which is not being recorded here. And I cannot actually change the settings either. Alright. So, what are the controls on the keyboard then? I think... no, it's not that one. No, it's not that one. Alright, I'm going to do a quick search on my phone, because this is going to take a minute. Just a second. Controls on my phone. Just a second. Alright. F and D. Okay. That's unexpected. There we go. Now this is the only battle in the entire game that you're required to run from. So, let's run. Alright, on this screen, to avoid the combat, hold down the B button, or the circle button, or whatever button it is, depending on the controller you're using. Or else it'll jump and cause you to shake. And you will lose your balance, and you'll get into a combat with him again. Because every time you fight it, you have to run from it. You can destroy it. It is possible. It is possible to destroy it in a combat, and you will get a bonus for doing so. But you will also get bonuses for avoiding combat with it altogether. Oh. I thought I would eventually jump to the right. You actually get deductions for escaping more than just the one time either. So if you want the best score on your seat exam, you want to just kill it the second time you come across it. If you want the best possible score on your seat exam. Now, if you don't care about the seat exam, then it's actually worthwhile to fight it over and over and over again every opportunity you get, because every time you do, you actually get AP for your GFs. You learn new abilities. And it's 50 AP per fight, so it's actually worthwhile to, screw the getting a high score and just maximize your learning, just farm abilities. That's something to consider. I don't think I'm going to do it this run because I'm trying to be a completionist for you guys. So I want you guys to see all the possible outcomes, I guess, would be the best way to describe it. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try to actually destroy it. I might not be able to, honestly. Because you have to do the full damage to it, which is 5,000 and some odd, before it revives, before it gets back on its feet. I'm not going to get a perfect score on the exam, because a perfect score on the exam would be to get back to the beach before 20:05 on the clock, and I don't think I'm going to make that. Had I not gone into this combat with this thing, the second combat, I might have. But it kind of all depends. It is actually legitimately difficult to get the perfect score. Going to try to actually destroy it, but I don't know if I can. Alright, I don't think I can actually destroy it, because I'm getting nowhere on that. And I'm just ruining my score more by not getting to the beach faster. Just gonna... Yeah, you can talk to the dog to scare it out of the way. Okay. Do not make any attempt to enter the cafe. It will reduce your score. Okay, notice how the timer has stopped there. We are at the end here. Cutscene. And then we sail away. Mission accomplished, I guess. Fujin always speaks in single-word sentences. Alright. So we have a little bit of freedom. Here we go. Let's see. Alright, so Cypher takes the car. There's a few things we can do here before we get back to the garden. I'm going to actually go out, leave the city, and save, because you can save on the world map. And then I will end the episode there, because escaping from Dollet is a bit of a process. So that's this episode. So see you guys next time. Hopefully I'll remember the controls next time. Alright, thank you and goodbye.